Assalamualaikum. Today, we will present a study titled Traffic Congestion and its Urban Scale Factors, Empirical Evidence from American Urban Areas by Chien and Ewing. This study looks at why traffic congestion happens by analyzing 100 major cities in the United States using structural equation modeling. They found that larger population, higher incomes, and concentrated job areas are major causes of congestion. However, cities with good public transport system and proper highway infrastructure experience less congestion. This study also shows that this relationship between city growth and congestion is complex. Some factors like income and urban density can both worsen to help reduce congestion at the same time. In the end, the authors suggest that solving traffic congestion needs a combination of better city planning, investment in public transport, and smarter policies, not just building more roads.
Based on the journal, I agree with Rahman in their study that street connectivity is crucial for reducing traffic congestion. Well-connected streets distribute traffic more efficiently, preventing congestion, which poor street design such as cul-de-sac lead to traffic concentration and increased delay. Supporting this statement, Ewing with Enjoy 2020 emphasized that higher connectivity within a street network helps spread traffic evenly, reducing congestion. The journal further states the poor connectivity forces traffic onto fewer roads, worsening congestion. But study highlight the importance of effective street design and better connectivity for managing urban traffic.
Based on the research finding, the journal states that congestion and size of the cities are relatable. I agree that city size strongly affects traffic congestion. The research clearly shows that bigger urban areas have higher travel times, more congested lanes, and longer peak periods. This is because as the population grows, so does the demand for road space, making larger cities particularly exposed to congestion. To support this statement, another journal also found the same finding. According to Chang, Lee, and Choi 2017, we examined the scaling relationship between the population size of urban centers and traffic congestion for four subgroups of urban centers with varying population size. We found that scaling relationship was superlinear for most subgroups. However, for the subgroup comprising megacities with population of over 3 million people, the relationship was linear. The more bigger the size of cities, the more traffic congestion could happen.
Now, let's find out about the analysis of practice. Because encouraging the use of alternative mode of transportation is important, refer to the study that found that increasing the use of non-car modes of transportation, such as public transportation, cycling, and walking, is closely related to reduced congestion. Therefore, the authors suggest that investment in public transportation can improve the quality and frequency of bus, rail, and light transit service. While light travel, the development of pedestrian and cyclist-friendly infrastructure, providing safe and efficient pedestrian and bicycle paths. Continue with next point.
For the next practice is efficient land use management. It also identified as a key strategy to reduce travel demand and alleviate traffic congestion. Sustainable urban forms like compact development, eco-cities, and smart growth bring workplaces, housing, and amenities closer together, promoting walking and cycling instead of car use. High density, mixed-use areas shorten travel distance and reduce delays. However, many policies overlook the complexity of urban dynamics, often missing the real factor driving congestion. Supporting studies confirm that in China, concentration of educational and residential land use significantly intensified congestion. This finding emphasized the importance of considering local context in urban planning to effectively manage congestion. And now, we're going to move to the next part.
The first problem of this journal is excessive travel demand and inadequate road capacity. Urban areas face ever-growing travel demands driven by rapid population growth, industrialization, and urbanization. However, the rate of road infrastructure expansion lags behind the rising demand, creating a significant gap between supply and usage. This imbalance leads to chronic traffic congestion, particularly in densely populated metropolitan regions where spatial constraints make infrastructure upgrades challenging. The journal highlights how poorly maintained traffic control devices, inconsistent road design, and inadequate network capacity, making a congestion a recurring issue during peak hours. Additionally, the structural limitation of existing infrastructure, such as lack of alternative roads and efficient intersection. This leads to dissatisfaction among commuters and increased pressure on transportation system.
For the second problem is hard car ownership and its impact on urban traffic congestion. The high rate of car ownership caused by rapid urbanization, industrialization, and population growth is one of the main reasons behind traffic congestion, especially in the city. As cities grow, more people feel they need to own a private vehicle, whether it's for getting to work, going to school, or handling daily activities. However, the rising number of cars on the road has led to serious problems for traffic flow. When there are too many cars and not enough road space, traffic jams are unavoidable. This not only makes travel time longer, but also lead to more fuel consumption and higher level of air pollution. According to the Taylor 2002, cities with a stronger economy actually tend to have worse traffic congestion compared to the cities that are struggling or in decline. This shows that traffic jam can sometimes be a sign of economic growth, but they still need to be managed properly to avoid harming the city productivity and people quality.
These recommendations are important because they highlight the role of urban design and planning in mitigating traffic congestion. However, the research does not specify how it could be applied in cities with limited resources and lower population densities. Moreover, these strategies will be enhanced if supported by case study or comparative data from other countries. For instance, alternative transportation like public transit has been successfully implemented in Hong Kong, China, as it has the world's best public transportation system and operates through a multi-phase network that serves over 166 stations with very minimal delays. Meanwhile, Copenhagen, Denmark is famous for its high cycling rates and bike lane, also dedicate bike lanes, bridge and supercycle highway which led to reduced carbon emission. Therefore, while other articles' recommendations are relevant and actionable, they require support of further studies.
In conclusion, traffic congestion is caused by factors like population growth, income levels, and urban design. The study by Chen and Ewing shows that solving congestion needs more than just building roads. It requires better city planning, stronger public transport, and smart policies. In Malaysia, heavy use of private cars and weak public transport make the problem worse. By learning from successful examples overseas, Malaysia can improve its transport system and create better, less congested cities. That's all from us. Thank you.